canvas so tall we can't reach, but to my soul you won't reach, cause deep inside I got something you can't teach. Let me preach, take a seat. And this is something far beyond the structures of the books and them damn sheets. Same story on repeat. They can't understand our love unconditional. They can't understand our laughter on the regular. Try to silence us, but only louder when we enter. Afraid we might expose them by the stories that they censored. We sense it.
Okay. Jimmy, my African brother, how are you doing, man? I hear that you're in Zambia right now. You're in Zambia right now, with much better weather. How is it there?
It's amazing, man. Like I'm visiting my parents here. They live here. They've been here for like 5 years now or so, and I'm just enjoying the weather really. Swimming a lot, going on little trips.
So I know you from just uni, from in general here. I remember the first time I talked to your brother, and I told him that we have this thing called the open stage night, and that he should come perform. And then he was like, "Whoa, hey, I'm gonna get Jimmy on this, and Jimmy's gonna perform." And then eventually it happened. How was your experience there?
So yeah, when he told me about the open stage, and he was like, "Yo, you're doing it," and I was like, I don't know, man. I don't know if this is the right type of environment. I don't know if this is where I want to really do it. And he was like, "Man, just go for it. Like, there's not many opportunities to do live performances during Corona, so just go for it." And I haven't performed like alone pretty much ever in my life, so it was quite nerve-wracking in that sense. But I'm very happy I did it.
Can you tell us a bit about your background?
I'm born in the Netherlands. My mom is from the Netherlands and my dad is from Burkina Faso. And so I lived in Holland 5 years. Then I moved to Mali, lived there 7 years. And then I went to Tanzania and I lived there 5 years. That's where I graduated from an international school. And after that, I moved back to Holland now almost 4 years ago. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So I've been moving around a lot because my parents both do development work.
What about music? What's your background with music?
Like I've always like liked music, and my parents always like made us listen to a bunch of music like Bob Marley, Paul Simon, a lot of artists like on road trips and stuff. When I lived in Mali, I played like a lot of like West African instruments in music class, so like the djembe, the balafon, which is like a xylophone, and I was actually pretty good. But then when I moved to Tanzania, like it was all different type. It was more like Western type instruments and things like that. So I never really was able to choose an instrument and stick with it, which I kind of regret. But in terms of making music, like rapping, writing music and things like that, I started doing that when I was 13 with my friends. We were kind of like actually like a rap group throughout high school called Tribe, shout out. And so I basically started writing lyrics when I was like 13. So up until 18, that's basically when I graduated. And after that, once I graduated and came to Holland, I actually stopped actively writing music for like almost 2 years. And that was mostly just because, I don't know, we were kind of a rap group type of thing in the beginning. And then since we all went to study in different places, that kind of just broke off. So the motivation to make music kind of decreased. We still have our SoundCloud up, so I can send you guys a link.
I mean, yeah, send me a link for sure. I wanna hear what you sounded like when you were like 13, 14 years old.
Hey, let me tell you, it was good, man. I'm kind of right now at a point where I've been making music for like a while, and it would be a dream to like actually be a musician for my career and to actually be able to live off that. That would be a dream, and so I'm trying to start, putting a lot of music out the coming years, and hopefully something can come of it for sure.
Do you write your own texts?
Generally speaking, like I only write my own stuff.
So about your song that you performed at the open stage night, it's very, very. It has a lot of emotion in it, and it talks about the Black Lives Matter movement. Can you tell us something about your song?
I wrote this song in around May, June, I think. I think it was like 1st of June. And at the time, I had just gone to, I was going to that same week to like the protest, the Black Lives Matter protest. And I wrote actually the first half and a little bit of that song around that time. I didn't think about it as like, I'm writing this song to then show everyone and that kind of thing. It was very like more of a personal reflection, a personal way to process certain emotions that I was experiencing at the time, because a lot of the issues that I talk about in the song, or a lot of the themes that I address, are things that, you know, I've been experiencing my whole life, or any Black person will have been experiencing probably their whole life. I usually keep these type of things to myself, you know, those type like issues like that. I'm not extremely vocal about it. And I think it was around September or so, and I hadn't shown anyone the song at all, actually. And I remember going through my notebook, one of my notebooks, and reading it again, and I was like, wow, you know, I still feel this, and I was like, damn, I need to finish this. Like, it still needs a verse. Like, I can't just leave it on at a dead end. So I then finished writing it around September, I guess, and you know, with topics that are like very personal and emotional, in moments where I feel really inspired, like the music just writes itself. Like, I don't have to think too hard, you know, how's this gonna work? Like, it just comes. And yeah, so it was quite an emotional process writing it.
Are your texts always politically driven?
The majority is definitely not politically driven.
You performed the song with Gina de Boer. Have you guys done this before? How do you know each other?
She performs in the band at EUC a lot, so I've seen her sing. I know she can sing, and she can play piano and guitar and everything. So I knew that about her. And then with this performance, I needed a pianist or someone to play any instrument. And I just thought of her. She was super happy to help. And you know, she's also very experienced with performing, so that also helped me to get more comfortable. And you know, the process of preparing it as well and rehearsing was guided a lot by her and everything. So this was our first time performing together, and it probably won't be the last.
Okay. What is your favorite dish?
I really like spaghetti carbonara.
What is your favorite Dutch dish?
I like rookworst a lot.
What is your favorite Dutch word?
I don't have a favorite Dutch word.
Who is your musical inspiration?
Mac Miller, Bob Marley also.
What do you miss the most in these Corona times?
Go out, go for drinks, go out to eat and things like that. Just being social outside of my own home, or outside of a friend's home. Yeah. Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it. Bye-bye.
Yeah. Broken hearts across the land, voices yelling loud, somehow they don't understand. Maybe they just choose not to listen to the truth, cause they feeling so comfy, so won't try another shoes. But goddamn, just take them off. Honestly, it's rude. We in the same room, but we live by different rules. I can't tell you what to do, man, it's gotta come from you. But at this point, I'm out of options, out of cards, I'm out of moves. Listen, yeah, it's been the norm lately to see my people getting killed almost on the daily. We bend the knee, we wear a tee, the message never sends. Or it's delivered and ignored, cause they got other plans. But you can't even hear us calling. We screaming louder than before. The pain and agony we drain. At least put a towel on the floor, so little left up in the tank. But y'all owning the station, so no wonder why we've been suffering. And every nation is war, and arm in arm we'll fight the struggle, cause that's the only way we'll overcome a little trouble. Since so many years back, we've been trying to fight the struggle. So why are we still at it? It's the same damn sin as the system, suppressing those they want as long as the darker the pigment, confessing what they need you to, so your life in the no solitude up in this world at all, regardless of the perfect picture that they try to paint upon a canvas so tall we can't reach. But to my soul you won't reach, cause deep inside I got something you can't teach. Let me preach, take a seat. And this is something far beyond the structures of the books and them damn sheets. Same story on repeat. They can't understand our love unconditional. They can't understand our laughter on the regular. Try to silence us, but only louder when we enter. Afraid we might expose them by the stories that they censored. We sense it. Yeah, we sense it. Yeah. My soul is strong and yours is too. A game they play, but we won't lose. Don't be afraid, they want you to. Deep down they fear your power too. My soul is strong and yours is too. A game they play, but we won't lose. Don't be afraid, they want you to. Deep down they fear your power. But let's be real, it's been the norm for a minute since they stole our women. They were queens winning wars, but now it seems every time that they succeed, it's surprising that they free. Freedom seemed like a dream, but really it shouldn't be. It's created by a man, shaped it up like pottery way before our brown sands turned red like strawberry. Blood spilled over the decades, now it's been like centuries and we tied. There's still so many ties. We try to follow leaders, so we look into the west. But tell me why we praise them when they feeding off our blood and sweat. Tell me why we praise them when they feeding off our blood and sweat. Yeah, tell me why. Yeah. My soul is strong and yours is too. A game they play, but we won't lose. Don't be afraid, they want you to. Deep down they fear your power too. My soul is strong and yours is too. A game they play, but we won't lose. Don't be afraid, they want you to. Deep down they fear your power too. Thank you.